Yeah.
Correct decision from the referee. Very risky for Mutongi, but also he was caught on the right side of defense. I guess the pace that Muremi had, he was unable to cope with that, but such a great pass there from Mbutuma. Unfortunately for this man, defensively now, TS Galaxy needs to shuffle around and find some sort of replacement, or possibly change the whole system.
Yeah. Because
now they have to deal with a lot of parts that all come with an extra man.
Well, their best laid plans now in tatters.
Yeah.
Whatever they had come up with, they'll no longer be able to implement. And Alfred Jabani got that 100% spot on. Well, there was a red card the last time that TS Galaxy hosted Orlando Pirates, and it was for a man currently on the books of the Buccaneers, but then for TS Galaxy, Sibilibili, although that was for a second yellow card, late into the game. This is an entirely different equation.
And you're rightfully say, because it is a team that was going to just absorb the pressure and be able to go out with counter-attack. So with Fisher on the bench, who is a national right back, that might come on and replace that, they will sacrifice one of the strikers up front.
Which will, of course, be bitterly disappointing for whoever has to make way. A couple of potential takers here. Really, Mufokeng's been scoring with his head lately. Now he goes for goal. Oh, he's scored the back of the net. It's stroked on beautifully. Placed it into the top corner. So he has added something new to his arsenal.
Yeah. That's what a good and a great player does. You add every season, you add into your arsenal, you improve your game, you add into all the things that you have. As dangerous as it is, as a winger last season, as dangerous as it is this season playing as a 10, this is what caused everything from that takeover. Mutaung really took his time over the wall. Tappe had no chance whatsoever.
Well, in the week where he has embraced his role as Bafana Bafana's poster boy, where he's really stepped into that role, he proves at club level. Otto Moremi cracks it! Pirates eventually do find their second. And Moremi scores in back-to-back league games. And Buccaneers cruising now.
And the set piece looks very, very familiar. I think we've seen one of them at FNB Stadium when they played Kaizer Chiefs. They did play a short corner from this side of the pitch. That resulted also into a goal. It comes again to Moremi again, finding himself in that type of space. We spoke about it a bit earlier yesterday. They need to have different variations whenever it comes to set pieces, because Tappe has been the one that comes out and be able to make those type of saves. But here, he finds himself very nicely, so much space in front of him, be able to pull the trigger there. But I think Tappe could have done better, because you can see he went down a little bit early, but he couldn't punch the ball out for safety.
Well, the Buccaneers came into this game having already scored the most goals from outside the area in the Betway Premiership this season. It's interesting that Pirates came into this game on the back of that draw with Suilele, as I said, where they had a dozen shots on target, the most this season. As Mbutuma brings it down superbly. Mbutuma still setting up Moremi, returns it to Mbutuma, spins and shoots, and no! It's a disaster. No, when it rains, it pours, and it is bucketing down on TS Galaxy right now.
This man has been such an important figure in this first half, where he kept so many saves, so many balls out of Orlando Pirates attack. And We spoke about the numbers game, but a lot of Pirates are very, very coming to this game knowing that goals are going to be very, very important at this moment at TS Galaxy.
They're having so much success at the Solomon Mahlangu Stadium, it almost seems disingenuous to say they're about to lose 3 times at home, because they've had success in the midst of this poor run in the league in the Nedbank Cup. All 3 of those games at home, all 3 of them at the Solomon Mahlangu Stadium. But Amy, Apollos pushed a little wide. Still Apollos. Mufokeng! Back to seconds! He's starting to build up a head of steam. World Cup momentum at the perfect time.
At a perfect time indeed. Picking at the right time, carrying this team, making sure that the league title hopes are still alive. They know the importance of scoring as many goals as possible, just to make sure that they give themselves enough room and space at the top. Mufokeng has been exceptional in this game. That understanding between him and Apollos inside the box, look at how comfortable Apollos is, that control Mufokeng, the composure that he has, almost similar to the opportunity that they had earlier on, being able just to glide through the defensive line that TS Galaxy had, but this time around Mufokeng was able to pull a shot out of that composure that he had, that he showed inside the box.
Well, conceded that many. Nimtajela. It's a great ball for Sibili Bili. It sets up for him. Oh, buries it! Pings it in off the post. And Orlando Pirates become the first side to ever put 5 past the Rockets in the top flight.
You look at the run that Sibilibili has made. We've seen him doing so many of those in the first half. Yet he was defended by Lithuania, who naturally is a left back, being able to see those type of runs. But now with Dameni coming in there, unable to pinpoint to see yesterday how can he open his body to see that run that Sibilibili was making, but he still had so much job to do, so much to do. And to that finish that he had, what a great part that been played by Nomtamjela in that midfield.
19 appearances rather, without getting his name on the score sheet, back amongst the goals.
Back amongst the goals, and look at the type of goal that he scores as well. Look at that control. He makes sure that he puts it in front of him. He waits for the ball to drop to the height that he really, really wants. And he uses his legs just to try and get to the other side where Tape wasn't closing at all. A good goal there from Orlando Pirates.
Now declines to celebrate against his former side. The fewest goals in a single campaign that they ever have. Very conceivable as Zindoga does some good work initially to try and free himself from Sibisu.
That's always going to be one of the situations where an individual will try to take some sort of initiative, because they are rooted in terms of defending. They're unable to get good numbers going forward when they're in position of the ball.
Now Mufokeng hunting that hat-trick. They're finding it! First treble in the career of Reneboile Mufokeng. He has run riot against the Rockets. The 8-1 win against Galaxy, Christmas Eve 2024, is their biggest in the top flight in the PSL era. Perhaps they could do one better today.
Perhaps they can, but yes, also with Dapper, with all the time, whenever he was called upon to make so many saves, this one here, I think you feel like he maybe possibly let down the team. But yet again, this man who's been running riots within this team, the confidence that he has in and around that place, exceed not enough power, but he knew exactly where he wanted to put it. So the corner there, the Tapa could have done better. Wanted to really, really handle the ball.